Hello, everybody. This is Antinatalism, and I have a story that happened in the early '90s. I guess it could have been, um, could have been 1994, around that time. And I had a good friend in Texas, and uh, then when I moved to where I'm living now, she had sent out a mass email of sorts, and she said that her dearest Heather had died. And Heather was about 25 or 26 at the time. And Heather had already had two children, and the children were by different fathers. And there was a song that I heard. I flew down to attend the funeral, and I liked Heather very, very much. Heather was a vegetarian at the time, and she was very much into animals. When I met Heather, I was about 30 and she was about 16. And she had spent some time with me with my pets and with animal welfare and local humane societies, and we had a lot in common. So when I was flying down to Texas to attend the funeral, I heard the song Think of Laura by Christopher Cross. And incidentally, I had tickets to see Christopher Cross locally a couple of weeks ago. So I'm really disappointed I did not get to see Chris Cross. I really liked his music, and I really, really liked Think of Laura. And the lyrics really, really spoke to the situations surrounding Heather. And when I told her mom about the lyrics and how they really fit her circumstance, her mom asked me to, recite the lyrics at the funeral, which I did. And, Heather was one of those people that, one of those rare people that, I've connected with really quickly, and unfortunately, witnessed her demise and then attended her funeral. The cause of death was some sort of opioid combination and antidepressants or something of that nature, because I never really got the exact reason, but that's what it was. And her mom said it was like a combination of prescription medications. And but so yeah, I heard that song today. The song came on the radio, and I'm out at the park, and I'm walking my dog. And so I was just thinking, the lyrics just ran through my head again. And I was just thinking, at her tender age of 25 or 26, she is better off in a better place dead than alive. And anybody is better off never being born than being placed into existence, having to fear death, and eventually having to die and suffer while you die, or contemplating suicide, or battling a crippling illness like muscular dystrophy or MS or Lou Gehrig's disease. And so when I heard the lyrics today to Christopher Cross's song, it really reminded me, it really connected me back to Heather. And, she's one of the few people that I really, really have liked, that really, really connected. And she was so youthful and so sweet. And I remember she really, really loved the song by Gwen Stefani called No Doubt, no, Don't Speak, from the No Doubt album, I believe. But that was one of her favorite songs of the day. And, she was a really, really cool person. I remember at the time, she was blonde. She was a natural blonde. And I remember in her day, I guess she was 16, and she took markers to her blonde hair, and she painted them, blue streaks and green streaks and red streaks and everything. And that was like really, inappropriate for the day. And so I think she got, maybe a letter was sent home to her mom from school. She was not outrageous at all. I mean, she was, unique, and she was different. She was absolutely gorgeous. Yes, absolutely gorgeous. And, she was a kind of quiet person, and soft-spoken. But she is much better off not seeing the light of day after the age of 25 or 26, whatever she was at the time. And the sooner we, meet our Maker, the more release we have, the more relief we have. And, tomorrow yields pain and suffering for everybody. There's no future in tomorrow. There's no future in the future. So, Heather did die quite young, and she left two children behind, a boy and a girl. And later on, there was a custody battle with her last child. So it was just a complete mess. Life is just a complete mess for everybody. And it's better never to have, existed. It's better never to have been conceived or to have been born. But in Heather's case, she died young, and that was the safest for her. And, there is a quote, it says, "Only the good die young." Well, only the blessed die young. How about that? That should be in scripture, huh? Only the blessed die young. That's my quote for the day. I just came up with it also. So if you wake up and if you have to see the tomorrows of the world, you're not in a good place. So at whatever point you do die, you are safer to have died then than to experience the following day. And that's all I have to say. And, I have lost several people in life to diseases, and, well, that was probably the only drug or suicide-related death I've experienced. But, some of the people that I really, really cherished are gone. So, that leaves, 7.6 billion people around that, I don't blend with, I don't care about. I care about a few people, yes. I really do care about a few people. But the earlier your demise, the safer it is for you, and it spares you. It is an act of sparing. You are sparing waking up the next day in pain or hunger or thirst or longing, yearning, devastation, grief. So whatever tomorrow yields for you, you are spared those tomorrows when you die young. So thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe if you already haven't.